Under a soft-colored sky, a vast, icy landscape stretches into the distance. Amidst the bustling penguin colony, Pip waddles, his unhappiness clear. Pip shivers, standing apart from the other penguins. He continues waddling, a lonely figure in the expansive colony. A vast, unbroken expanse of white dominates the horizon, the sun's glare reflecting harshly off the icy surface. Amidst this frozen wilderness, a small penguin named Pip stands out, different from all the others. Pip shivers despite his thick feathers, battling the relentless cold. Once upon a time, in the frozen land of Antarctica, lived a little penguin named Pip. The narrator begins. Unlike all the other penguins, Pip had a problem. He hated the cold. Amidst the bustling penguin colony, Pip shivers, a tiny ball of ruffled feathers against the cold. He huddles, seeking warmth, a stark contrast to his playful, unbothered peers. Other penguins waddle past, oblivious, sliding gleefully on their bellies. Some squawk and preen, lost in their own world, indifferent to Pip's plight. Pip watches, his wide, forlorn eyes reflecting a deep sense of isolation. The colony thrives around him, yet Pip remains alone, a solitary figure in the vast expanse. A bone-chilling cold permeates the unknown. Pip shivers, his breath misting in the frigid air. Brr, why does it always have to be so chilly? I wish I could live somewhere warm and sunny. Pip's eyes close as he dreams of a warm, sunny haven. At the edge of the world, Pip stands, a tiny figure against the vast expanse. With unwavering resolve, Pip inhales deeply, preparing for his odyssey. A moment of stillness, a breath held, then Pip commits to the ice. He slides, a small silhouette embarking on a grand quest across the frozen frontier. Pip ventures into the unknown, his journey just beginning. A desolate, unending expanse of ice dominates the Arctic landscape, a canvas of white stretching towards the faint sun. At the precipice of this frozen world stands Pip, a tiny penguin, his gaze fixed on the open water with unwavering resolve. The narrator sets the stage. So one morning, Pip waddled to the edge of the ice and decided to leave home in search of warmth. Pip's small frame is silhouetted against the vast horizon, a symbol of courage against the overwhelming cold. With a heart full of determination, Pip prepares to venture into the unknown, seeking the warmth that calls to him. On a vast ice floe, Pip struggles against the slick surface, his determination evident despite his apprehension. His gaze pierces through the icy expanse, finally settling on Luna the seal, who basks in the faint sunlight. Luna the seal lies languidly on a distant ice floe, seemingly undisturbed by Pip's presence. Pip continues to slide, his jaw set with renewed resolve, as he moves closer to Luna. On the vast ice floe, Pip advances tentatively. Luna lifts her head, a peaceful smile gracing her features. A subtle expression of hope lightens Luna's face. Pip's advance is filled with a quiet anticipation. Luna's gentle smile invites Pip closer. The Arctic Research Station stands as a beacon of warmth against the cold, endless white. Luna, a researcher with fiery red hair, finds a small, lost penguin chick. She gently extends her hand, a silent invitation to the vulnerable creature. Her voice soft with concern, Luna asks, "Where are you going, little penguin?" The chick looks up at her, a fragile speck of life against the imposing backdrop. In the desolate expanse, Pip's solitary figure shivers, each breath a ghostly plume in the frigid air. Their haunted eyes dart around, desperately seeking solace from the relentless cold that grips them. A desperate plea escapes their lips. "I'm looking for a warm place. I can't stand the cold anymore." The biting cold intensifies around Pip, pressing in on them as they continue to search for any sign of warmth. Sunlight floods the room, illuminating the quiet stillness as dust dances in the air. Luna stands bathed in light, her expression a mixture of gentleness and resolve. Her voice resonates with empathy as she speaks to Pip. "But Pip, the ocean may look cold, yet it is full of life and beauty." She continues, her tone softening. "Sometimes comfort is found in what we already have." The room is filled with unspoken emotions. The sunlight streams through the window, creating a warm and inviting atmosphere. Across the icy plains, Pip shakes his head, a picture of disbelief. Undeterred, Pip waddles onward, a solitary figure against the stark landscape. Suddenly, a playful flurry of fur and energy. Flurry the snow fox bounds into view. Flurry approaches Pip with a playful leap. Pip stops, watching Flurry approach. A new friendship begins on the icy plains. A pristine, snow-covered field stretches out under the radiant winter sun, a scene of untouched beauty. Flurry, a cheerful child bundled warmly, breaks the serene silence. Nearby, Pip busies himself, carefully crafting a snowman. Flurry's voice rings out, filled with joy. "Hi, Pip. Want to play in the snow? It's the best." Pip pauses, glancing up from his snowy creation at Flurry's invitation. The untouched snow glistens, a vast playground awaiting their laughter and footprints. In a snow-laden landscape, a small creature, Pip, trembles in the biting cold. Pip shivers again, his discomfort growing in the endless white. "No, Flurry, snow is too cold for me." Pip's voice rings out, a declaration against the frost. Pip pauses, determination flickering in his eyes as he considers his next move. "I'm off to find warmth," Pip exclaims, his voice echoing with newfound resolve. Pip turns, his small form disappearing into the snowy expanse, seeking solace from the cold. In a cozy room, a sense of warmth permeates the air. In a snowy landscape, the feeling of companionship is palpable. Flurry says, "Warmth isn't always about the sun, sometimes it's about the friends around you." The room fills with a sense of warmth and companionship. Under the cloak of a darkening sky, Pip journeys through a desolate landscape. The vast emptiness mirrors the growing solitude in Pip's heart as dusk descends. Each step takes Pip further from home, into a world where shadows lengthen and hope dwindles. The landscape stretches endlessly, a stark reminder of Pip's isolation. Pip's figure is silhouetted against the fading light. In the heart of the desolate expanse, Pip appears small and forlorn. Pip walks with fierce determination, each step a testament to his resolve. The snow vanishes, yet the warmth of home remains achingly absent. But Pip kept walking, determined to find a warmer place, the narrator says. After a long journey, Pip found himself far from home, the narrator continues. The nights were dark, and Pip felt lonely. The narrator concludes, his voice echoing Pip's despair. The absence of laughter and familial comfort casts a long, dark shadow over Pip. Under a sky pierced by countless stars, a lonely ice patch becomes Pip's refuge. The frigid air bites, but a deeper chill grips Pip's small frame. Pip curls tighter, the vast emptiness of the night mirroring the ache in his heart. Pip's eyes open, reflecting the distant starlight, yet shadowed by profound sadness. A silent tear traces a path down Pip's cheek, freezing instantly in the bitter cold. Pip's gaze lingers on the infinite expanse above, a silent plea lost in the cosmic silence. An echoing silence pervades the scene, punctuated only by the whisper of the wind. The remnants of memories linger in the air, intangible yet palpable. Pip's voice breaks the stillness, a gentle reminder of deeper connections. "Warmth isn't just about temperature," Pip begins, his words resonating in the empty space. "It's about love, friends, and home." Pip concludes, his statement hanging in the air. The profound silence returns, now imbued with a sense of warmth and belonging. Under the pale Antarctic sun, Pip waddles across the vast expanse of ice, a tiny figure against the overwhelming landscape. His small wings beat with newfound purpose, each step carrying him closer to the warmth of belonging. The stark white of the ice stretches endlessly, yet Pip's focus remains fixed on the distant horizon. A cluster of familiar shapes appears in the distance, a beacon of hope in the frozen wilderness. His heart swells with anticipation as he recognizes his penguin family, their silhouettes growing larger with each step. With a final burst of energy, Pip hurries toward the welcoming embrace of his family, his journey nearly complete. In the heart of the penguin colony, Pip rushes forward, his heart soaring with joy. His family greets him with open wings, their black and white feathers dancing in the Antarctic wind. Pip snuggles into the group, a wide smile spreading across his beak, the warmth of belonging melting the icy landscape. "Maybe the air is cold, but my heart is warm here." And from that day on, Pip no longer hated the cold, because he knew that real warmth was not in the sun, but in the love of those who cared for him.